Tax Department has extended the deadline for filing Form 10B, 10BB and ITR-7 for certain categories of taxpayers. The deadline for filing Form 10B and 10BB has been extended till October 31st, 2023 from the existing due date of September 30th. But do you know what is ITR-7 and how we file ITR-7 on time? Hello everyone, I'm Saloni from Webtel. In this video, I'm sharing with you the process of filing ITR-7 including the basic introduction of ITR-7. So stay tuned. And before starting this video, I request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel Webtel Electrosoft to get regular compliance updates. Let's start with the basic. What is ITR-7 and who is eligible for filing ITR-7? For this, I am taking you to my screen for better understanding.
Easy filing of ITR-7. ITR-7 is required to be filed by any trust, NGO and charitable trust that are formed for the charitable or religious purposes. Let's understand about the concept. A registration as per the section 12A and 12AA is required to be done by any trust or any institutions that are working for any charitable or religious purposes, as it allows them to take a relief not to pay any taxes, and if they work for the welfare of the society and do not have any profit from their earnings. And trust, societies and NGOs can also file Form 10A through the online portal to get the registration. Let's understand about the incomes that are covered for the trust. So section 139(4)A, 139(4)B, 4C and 4D is there for filing any return related to the trust. Let's look at the sections one by one. So our first section is 139(4)A. 139(4)A is related to the income derived from the property held under trust or other legal obligations wholly for the charitable or religious purposes, or in part only for the such purpose. And 139(4)B is related to the political parties. 139(4)C is related to the scientific research associations, news agencies or institutions that are referred under section 1023A. And 139(4)D is related to universities, colleges or other institutions which is not required to furnish a return of income or loss under any other provisions of this section. So these are the sections under which ITR-7 is required to be filed as per the criteria. Let's understand about the source of income for a trust. If a trust is having the income from voluntary contribution, income derived from the property held under trust, voluntary contribution made with a specific direction which is forming a part of corpus fund for the trust, and incomes under section 11 and 12. Then comes who is eligible to file an ITR-7. These are the persons that can file a ITR-7. Like a person is having a income from charitable or religious purpose. Associations that are carrying any scientific research, news agencies, educational institutions such as school, colleges or universities, and any hospital or other medical institutions as well as the political parties are covered under ITR-7 criteria. The persons that cannot file, the persons who are not eligible to file an ITR-7 are the taxpayers or the persons that are claiming any exemptions under the mentioned sections, like if they are not claiming any exemption under section 1020, section 1023AA, section 1023AA-B, section 1023BB, section 1023BAA, and also if they are not claiming any exemption under the mentioned sections. So they are not eligible to file an ITR-7. Then comes the documents which are required to file an ITR-7, like the name of project or institutions run by the assessee, detail of the author, trustee, founders of the trust is required, detail of the registration or approval under the Income Tax Act is required, expenditure detail related to the revenue expenditure and capital expenditure is required, and the details of the accumulated amount is also required in case of filing an ITR-7. And these are the schedules that are required to be filed in case of ITR-7. A balance sheet is required to be filed. Other information like details of the founder, trustee, year of registration, and other details are required to be filled in case of ITR-7. Then comes the Schedule I. Schedule I is related to the details of the amount accumulated or set apart with the meaning of Section 11, subsection 2. Schedule J is required to be filled in case to show the investment of all the funds of the trust or institution as on the last day of the previous year. Schedule D, details of deemed application of income under clause 2 is required. Schedule LA is required to be filed related to political party, ET, electoral trust. VC is related to the voluntary contribution. AI, which is related to the aggregate income derived during the previous year excluding the voluntary contributions. Then Schedule R is there, in which reconciliation of the corpus fund of Schedule J as well as balance sheet will be reflecting. Then Schedule A is there, in which the amount which has been applied to the stated objects of the trust or institutions during the previous year from all the sources will be reflecting. Then Schedule IE is there, which is related to the income and expenditure statement. Then Schedule HP, in case if trust is having any income from the house property, capital gain details are there. Schedule VDA is there, which is related to the income from transfer of virtual digital asset. OS, which is related to the income from other sources. Then Schedule BP, computation of income from business or profession will be reflecting. CYLA, which is related to the details of income after any set of current year losses. PTI, which is related to the pass-through income details from business, trust or investment fund as per the section 115 UA and 115 UB. Then Schedule SI is there, which is related to the special income. FSI is there, which is related to the details of income from outside India and tax reliefs. Then Schedule TR is there, which is related to the tax relief claimed for taxes paid outside India. FA is there, which is related to the foreign assets and foreign incomes from any source outside India. Schedule SH is there, which is related to the shareholding of unlisted companies. In the TI, computation of the total income, and in the TTI, computation of tax liability on the total income will be reflecting. Schedule taxes paid, in which the tax payment amount will be reflecting. So this is all about ITR-7. Now let's look at the process of filing an ITR-7 through Webtel software. How you can file your ITR-7 in just few easy steps. And this is our Webtel software through which you will be able to file your ITR-7 in just few easy steps. Firstly, you need to create an assessee master for the ITR-7. And while creating the assessee master for the filing of ITR-7, in case if you want to import the data from the government portal, then you can click on yes to import the data directly from the government portal, as well as in case if you want to manually enter your data, then you can click on no. And here you need to enter the PAN number of your trust, name of your trust you need to enter, as red stars are the mandatory field in the creation of an assessee master. Select the status from the given list as a trust, and after the selection of the status as a trust, sub-status option will appear where you need to select whether your trust is a company, public charitable trust, artificial judicial person, local authority or others. And after the selection of this option, you need to enter the date of formation in which your company or your trust was incorporated. And then you need to enter the address details, as red stars are the mandatory field in the creation of an assessee master. And in case if you want to directly upload your income tax return, then you can enter the password over here. And if any audit is applicable on your trust, then you need to select this option as a yes. And then comes the page number 2. So on the page number 2, you need to enter the bank account detail, like in which you are having your bank account of the trust. You need to enter the name of the bank, IFSC code you need to enter. In case if you are having the IFSC code, then the bank name and the branch address will be reflecting automatically. Then you need to select the type of the account. Then you need to enter the account number, refund bank as yes you need to select, and also you need to select if your bank account is used for the digital payments, or if you are receiving any payments in this bank account, then you need to select this option as a yes. Then comes the page number 3. On the page number 3, you need to enter the acknowledgement details, like who is the signing authority of your ITR. Here you need to enter the name, father's name, and also you need to select the capacity of the person who is the signing authority of your trust. And then you need to enter the PAN number as well. And after providing all these details, click on save button and the data record saved successfully message will appear. And after the creation of the assessee master, you need to click on select company, where the list of the created assessees will be reflecting. Then you need to select the name of the assessee from the list, and after the selection, the name of the assessee will be reflecting on the top of the software. Then you need to go to the form 7, where other details option is there. Enter the other details related to the trustee, founder, as well as related to the registration of the trust. For entering the detail, you need to go to the page number 4, and on the page number 4, you need to provide the detail of the shareholders, those who are having the more than 5% share in the trust. Here you need to provide the name of the trustee or founder from the drop down list, and also you need to provide the percentage share, and then you need to select whether the person is a resident of India or not, and then you need to select whether you are going to show the unique identification number of PAN number, Aadhaar, taxpayer identification number. And then you need to enter the address detail of the person whose name has been entered, mobile number and email ID. And after that, you need to provide the detail of the project or institution that is run by the assessee. Here you need to select this option as yes, and after that you need to enter the name of the project, and also you need to select the nature of the activity, like you are working for any charitable or religious purpose, you are working for any research related work, news agency you are running, professional bodies, trade union, etc. And as per the selection of the nature of activity, you also need to select the classification which has been provided over here. And on the page number 6, you need to select the section under which your trust has been registered or approved. So here you need to select the sections under which you are having the registration, and as per the selection of the section, you need to select whether you are claiming any exemptions. Also, then you need to select this option as yes. Then you need to enter the date of registration or approval, and also you need to provide the URN number, which is unique registration number or a approval number. And then you need to enter the approving registering authority as well, and the date on which the approval has been provided to you. So these are the details which are required under the other details head. Then you need to click on save, and after that your data will be saved. Then you need to fill other details as well, like on the part number 2 of the form 7, you need to provide the details related to the schedule J, and the data of the schedule J will be reflecting in the balance sheet. So you need to provide the detail of the schedule J over here, where you need to provide the detail related to the corpus fund. Here you need to enter the opening balance received if you are receiving any corpus fund under, if you are receiving any corpus fund in the current year, then you need to enter this amount. If you have applied the same amount, then you need to enter the applied amount, and if you have invested the amount, then you need to enter the amount in this column. And then your total amount invested or deposited back in the corpus fund you need to enter, and also you need to select the financial year in which it was applied earlier, and then the closing balance will be reflecting automatically. Then you need to enter the amount which has been taxed in the previous assessment year, and the invested amount will be reflecting at the end. And also if you are having any detail related to the loans and borrowings, then you can enter the details of the loans and borrowings over here. Then on the page number 2, if you are having any corpus fund investment or deposit as per the section 11.5, then you can provide the details which will be related to the donation which has been received by you for any renovation or repair of your buildings. Then if you have made any investment in the shares, then you need to provide all these details over here. Then if any other investment has been made, then you need to provide all these details over here. And if any voluntary contribution has been received in kind but which was not converted into the investment, so you need to provide the details which are applicable as per the section 11.5, and then you need to click on save, and then your data will be saved under the J schedule, which is related to the funds and investments. Then you need to again go to the form 7, and then you need to click on schedule R, which is related to the reconciliation of corpus fund of schedule J as well as the balance sheet. So here the data which is reflecting in the schedule J will be reflecting automatically in this schedule, which is related to the reconciliation of the corpus fund. Then you need to click on save to save the data under the schedule R. And also you need to provide the details under the schedule D, which is related to the deemed income, or if the income has been applied but has not been received during the year due to some reasons, then you need to enter the details of the deemed income as well, and this amount will be reflecting in the balance sheet. After providing the details in the relevant schedules, you need to click on balance sheet, and where the data related to the schedule R and schedule D will be reflecting. So you need to click on data, get data from schedule R, and after that the amount will be reflecting which will be related to the corpus fund. And after that you need to click on get data from schedule D, under which deemed income details will be reflecting. And if you are having any detail related to the loan and borrowings, then you can enter the details as well. And on the page number 2, fixed asset detail, if any investment if you have made, then you can enter the details as well. And then you need to click on save. Then your data will be saved. After providing the details under the balance sheet, you need to click on computation. And while clicking on the computation, it will ask, after clicking on computation, this similar screen will appear where you need to select the return furnish section. Like in case if you are going to file the return as per the section 139 4A, 4B, 4C or 4D. And as per the selection for filing the return, it will ask you for the exemption section as well. Also, you need to select the section under which you are eligible to claim the exemptions. And after providing these details, you need to click on save. And then the relevant schedules and the relevant data can be entered as per the selected sections. Then you need to go to the computation to fill the data. And after clicking on computation, you need to go to the voluntary contribution where you need to enter the detail related to the corpus fund, as well as if you have received any other than corpus fund donation. So you need to provide the details over here. And then your data will be saved. Then you need to enter the details under the other incomes eligible for exemptions. If you are having any aggregate of the income that is eligible for any exemptions as per the section 11 and 12, then you can provide the details over here under the schedule AI. Then you need to provide the details which will be related to the deductions. If you are claiming any exemptions or deductions related to the expenditure of capital as well as revenue expenditures, then you can provide the details under the deductions. And voluntary contribution amount will be reflecting automatically from the voluntary contribution schedule, and then you need to enter the details under the schedule A, which will be related to the expenditure of capital as well as related to the revenue. And then you need to click on get schedule J data, as well as you need to click on schedule D if you are having any deemed incomes. And also you need to get the data from the schedule I, which will be related to the accumulated amount. And at the point number 5, you need to enter the 15% amount that has been accumulated by you, and then your deduction amount will be reflecting in the main screen of the computation. So this is the process to enter the details under the computation. And after providing all the details over here, you need to click on generate JSN. Also you can use the option which is generate and upload for generating and uploading your JSN file directly on the government portal. And in case if you want to generate only, then you can click on generate JSN, and after that your data will be reflecting over here. Then you need to click on get form number 7, and after that, in case if you want to update your SSC master data, then you can click on yes, otherwise you can click on no to proceed further. Also you need to select if you are going to furnish your ITR as per the section 139 4A, then you need to select this option as yes. And if any errors are there, then error will be reflecting, otherwise your return will be generated successfully. And after clicking on get form number 7, JSN file will be generated like this. So this is the process to generate an ITR-7 through Webtel software.
I hope you have understood that with the help of pre-validated tools and checks, it is easy to complete compliances as per the requirement of the department on time. Share this video with your near and dear who is engaged in filing of ITR-7 for better understanding. I am sharing the link of blog. If you found this video helpful, then visit the link mentioned in the description below and let us know in the comment section if you have any doubts. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Next Tuesday, we will be coming up with another interesting video to improve compliances for you. Till then, stay safe and stay tuned with us for a better compliance journey.